Hey, what up guys? I'm demonstrating my DR high beam bass strings, and I don't play as much as like some people like Demand Lamets or something playing like 5 hours a day. But these bass strings are what I've used and what I've enjoyed and what I love. I think DR high beam bass strings are the best bass strings, and the very first time I ever heard of DR is watching a video documentary of the bass player of the band Mudvayne. Ryan is his name. I don't remember his I can't remember his last name right now. But the dude was his bass tech was telling the camera that that's what they use to for their bass, and they switch out their bass strings every other show just because they're professional and they play 2 hours at a time. Which I think you should be playing more than just 2 hours at a time, and because you're not really breaking in the strings. I don't really think so. I don't think a 2 hour bass jam and then you're done is going to really break in those strings. Like I said, it all depends on what bass you're playing, how you're playing, how the techniques goes, and it always comes down to your amp. Because a lot of times your amp might sound a little different than what my amp sounds like, and you might think, well, the sound that I'm playing through doesn't make the strings sound good. But for me, in my personal opinion, I think DR high beam bass strings are the strings that you guys should check out. They're highly underrated. I always hear people talking about other strings, but DR I think makes some of the most phenomenal strings. They even make like lime green strings that basically the strings are like a lime green color, and I've enjoyed getting strings like that. But I'm not a guy who wants to have like purple strings or whatever on my bass, and my bass is really old, and I'm looking to get another bass just so I have something better to play. So as always guys, I want to recommend you guys checking out the DR high beam bass strings. They're highly recommended. Like I said, the first time I ever heard about them is watching a Mudvayne DVD, and their bass tech was talking about they're being sponsored by DR, but DR bass strings are the brightest, they sound sharp, and they last long. But for me, when they said they change them out every other show, which is kind of crazy, they're going through strings after strings after strings after only playing 2 hours. That's kind of ridiculous. But for me personally, I've had these strings on there probably about 4 months, 5 months, and I don't play as often as I used to. But when I do play them, they still sound sharp, they still sound bright. And I did damage my bass by taking it out of my case one day and it fell. So there is a big chip of paint taken off the bass. So as always guys, that is my review of the DR high beam bass strings. Thanks for watching. First link in the description box where you can pick them up for yourself. Alrighty, I'm outie. Alright baby, bye bye.